KTAR News Expansion is brought to you by Sweet James. If you've been injured in an accident, call Sweet James. And we continue our Give-A-Thon for Phoenix Children's. And reminder, today is Triple Match Wednesday. All your donations will be tripled. Text GIVE to 620-620 to become a champion of hope. I'm Patricia Valencia, and up next, a Give-A-Thon special on Arizona's news station, KTAR News.
Arizona's news station, KTAR News 92.3 and the KTAR News app.
This is the KTAR and Arizona Sports Give-A-Thon, presented by your Valley Hyundai dealers and Ry-Refi.
Good afternoon. I am Joe Huizinga, joined by Mike Broomhead. This is a Give-A-Thon Week special benefiting Phoenix Children's. Mike, you and I were just talking about what an amazing week this is and just how special it is. And I know that you have somewhere that you have to be. And you stopped me and you said, Joe, there's nowhere I'd rather be than right here for the kids.
Yeah, this week is so emotional, and to hear such stories of inspiration and hardship and overcoming and giving, I just love this week so much. It's such an honor to be a part of this.
Well, we are here, of course, for the kids. It's Phoenix Children's Give-A-Thon Week, and we need you to call the Train phone bank right now, 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567, or text GIVE to 620-620, and it is critical that you become a champion of hope. Your $20 each month, not only does a bear get delivered in your name to a patient at Phoenix Children's, but you also receive your choice of a Cobblestone Auto Spa car wash or Better Buzz gift card. And Mike, you've delivered bears. Yeah. I've delivered the bears to the kids up in the hospital. That amazing feeling. I haven't seen one child in the hospital not light up with a smile on their face when they get that soft, cuddly teddy bear.
Yeah, it's two things. The child getting a teddy bear at a time when they're having such a rough go of things. But to be able to hand a parent a card and say that this is the person that donated this bear, that your name is on that card when the parent gets it, and for the parents to realize that there's people in the community thinking of them and thinking enough of them that they've donated the money to pay for this. And it's a community thing. And I to watch the parents' response is incredible. Someone they've never met that's donating to make sure their child gets a little something is pretty cool.
This is how many years of the Give-A-Thon for you?
This is my 7th. So I've been here for 6.5 years. This is my 7th Give-A-Thon.
But there's going to be an exciting first for you this year too.
Yeah. I have not done the show on Friday all day at the hospital.
And we are going to be at Phoenix Children's all day on Friday for the first time in a number of years, from 5 in the morning, kicking it off with Jim Sharp, LaDonna Harvey, Dan Bickley, and Vince Marotta, all the way through 6 in the afternoon with Dave Burns, Gambo, John Gambadoro, of course, and Bruce and Gatos, and you will be holding down your spot in the middle of the day as well.
Yeah, and it's going to be the interviews and the talking to people at the hospital, from the doctors and the staff that care so much about these families, to have the families talk about their experience there, and to give people just a little bit of a taste, because hopefully you drive past Phoenix Children's and you don't realize what's going on because you've never needed it. Thank God for that if that's your family. But it is such a special place, and all of the places that they have around Arizona, people travel from around the country, and it's a diamond for us right here in our valley.
People travel from outside of the country to get to Phoenix Children's, and you're absolutely right about all around the country. When Becky Lynn and myself were there with Dan Bickley just a couple weeks ago, you walk into the hospital, you get to speak with some of these families, and you ask them, where are you from? And I'm guessing at most children's hospitals, you find out they're from within a few miles of the hospital. But at Phoenix Children's, there was a family from Flagstaff that was all the way down here. They treat so many kids for illnesses that you and I have never heard of, that these families, it becomes their life to make sure that their kids get the best care in the world. Yeah. And there is nowhere that delivers that as well as what Phoenix Children's does.
And the lifetime effect it has on these families, even after the children leave the care, they still have memories, and that's why they come back and share their stories of hope. And they come back. Can I just read a couple things real quick? So this morning I got a message from a listener. She said, "I absolutely love that you do Give-A-Thon. My son was a PCH kid. He was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when he was 9 years old, and we were in and out of the hospital so much. I credit the hospital and the volunteers who help kids with their schoolwork while they're missing class, and to my son graduating at the top of his class in high school." So she credits them. Unfortunately, my son passed away a little over 3 years ago due to complications with the disease. But my retirement plan is to take this experience along with my 10 years as a high school teacher and volunteer in the PCH classroom.
How special is that?
That is just the remarkable impact it makes on these families. My friend Teddy.
For a lifetime.
Yeah, my friend Teddy, she sent me a text today. Her son was diagnosed, and Phoenix Children's helped her family, and she said that it helped us understand what he was going through. She became a champion of hope today because of it. The stories are just incredible.
No, you and I drive up and down the 51.
I do it every day.
I do as well.
I live 3 miles from Phoenix Children.
And I live probably about 5 or so, but at night you see that hospital, you see it lit up in those beautiful neon, vibrant colors. And you and I get to meet some of those families. And I pray every night that people don't need to use that hospital. But the fact that it's there, like the stories that you just mentioned, and that the best care in the world is right there, and top-notch care in the Valley is right there for families. It's really second to none. We're going to be joined right now by someone very special. Her name is Haley Herdman. Haley, you're a child life specialist with Phoenix Children's. Can you explain to Mike and I what a child life specialist is?
Sure. Thank you so much for having me. A child life specialist is someone who works in the hospital or medical settings with children and families, and we're there to support their coping needs and emotional support and just try to ease their hospitalization experience or medical treatment.
So when a child finds out that they're going to be at the hospital for maybe a painful procedure, or maybe a hospital stay that isn't just a couple hours, maybe it's a few days or weeks, how do you help them through that experience, Haley?
I think the first and foremost, I try to help the child understand why they're there, and I work with the families to help them support their child through this. Of course, a parent knows their child best, but we're kind of there as like a coach, metaphorically. Like if I had to put my child in soccer, I wouldn't know the first thing about soccer, but I expect to get to be the parent and support and love them through that, and the coach to kind of be there to teach them about whatever it is they have to go through, if that makes sense.
Of course. And how vital are the philanthropic efforts, the Give-A-Thon weeks, in terms of what you do as a child life specialist? How important is the giving that you know that people do to make sure that Phoenix Children's is what it is? How important is that to the kids who you work with and you care for?
Yeah, the philanthropy is so important to keep our program thriving. Child life isn't a billable service, so it's not something that we charge families for, to be able to provide emotional support to them through their medical treatment. So the philanthropy is what helps provide resources and extra programming to our entire child life program, and that includes like therapeutic arts, like music therapy and pet therapy, art therapy, and it also helps provide us with resources like toys and crafts and all the things we use to help get our kiddos through what they're going through. And even better, it helps provide more positions like mine so that we can see even more kids in the hospital.
Well, Haley Herdman is a child life specialist with Phoenix Children's. Thank you so much for joining us here for a few minutes on our Give-A-Thon Week special benefiting Phoenix Children's. We appreciate you and everyone who works with Phoenix Children's. We wouldn't be here without the tremendous job that you do as a child life specialist. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Mike,
it's a really special moment for me. I know you had some matches early on this morning on the show. You got to have your first match of the Give-A-Thon. But it's time for us right now to enter a match. It's Barrio Queen, up to $5,000. They are going to be matching right here. And that match means, of course, that it is the best time for you to give. It's the best time to call right now, 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567, or text GIVE to to 620-620, because when you hear this music, that means your donation is doubled. So if you become a Champion of Hope, your $20 a month becomes $40 a month. Your $50 a month becomes $100 a month. So right now is the time to call the Terrain Phone Bank at 602-933-4567.
Yeah, it's great to see the community partnership. You've got the business community donating and giving generously, partnering with us, and being able to double that donation up to $5,000. Please give as generously as you can. It means so much right now.
So, important as well, if you cannot call right now, text GIVE to 620-620. That's GIVE to 620-620 as well. And you and I just mentioned a couple moments ago, those gorgeous teddy bears, those soft, plush teddy bears. That sound right there is the Teddy Bear Express. So it means when you become a Champion of Hope, a teddy bear in your name. And we don't just say that. When we hand those teddy bears over to those children in the hospital, we say, this bear was given in Steve's name, in Carla's name, in Cindy's name, and we hand that card with your name on it to that parent and then to that child. And it's such a special experience. The Teddy Bear Express, headed up right now. We're going to come back in just a moment. We're going to continue our Give-A-Thon Week special benefiting Phoenix Children's right here on KTAR.
It's time for A Little Laugh, brought to you by Sonic.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Patch.
Patch who?
Bless you.
Keep listening for more little laughs during the Give-A-Thon, brought to you by Sonic. Live free. Eat Sonic.
If you're squinting at 30, hunting for reading glasses at 50, or dealing with cataracts at 80, your eyes don't care how old you are. They just want freedom. Hi, it's Dr. King from King LASIK and K2 Vision. From LASIK to lens replacement to cataract surgery, we have vision solutions for every stage of life.
Trust the experience of 250,000 procedures and schedule your free Zoom consult at kinglasik.com. No glasses, contacts, readers, or cataracts. kinglasik.com.
Scorpions don't hate you. Ain't got the brains for hate. What they got is a tail full of bad intentions. Been living in this desert since the dirt was new. Think they got squatters' rights to your laundry basket.
Nate here, owner of Blue Sky Pest Control. Scorpions may have squatters' rights to the desert, but not to your property. Call 602 Blue Sky today. Real pest science, real protection. Hello, Blue Sky. Goodbye, scorpions.
Hey guys, Dave Ramsey here. Do you dream of a kitchen that is more than just a place to cook? A kitchen that's the heart of your home, where cherished memories are made? Well, that dream can be a reality thanks to my friends at Trevec. They're not just remodelers. They can bring your kitchen dreams to life. Picture this. Every morning you step into a kitchen that's a work of art, a masterpiece, a place where your family gathers and where your friends love to visit. Let Trevec help you elevate your home and elevate your life. When it comes to your kitchen, it just makes sense. Remodeling your kitchen can be a smart investment because it can boost the value of your home. So call my friends now at 480-367-1171 or find them online at Trevec.com. That's Trevek.com. Trevec, remodeling and roofing. Together, building dreams, one kitchen at a time.
From the people who brought you It's the Dog Park comes.
Your dog is limping, but she seems fine. Plus, you've heard they can fake it just to get what they want. So what's the deal now? You're being gaslit.
Protect your dog from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Oh, now she switched legs. What a diva.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Jan on the street. Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Summer's not over at the National Sales Event, so I'm taking to the streets to see how people are keeping summer fun going with a new Toyota. Excuse me, sir. How are you making summer last longer with your Toyota?
Oh, going mudding in my Tundra.
Everybody loves a mud bath. player with the jump shot. What about you?
Taking my RAV4 downtown to a rooftop restaurant to shoot my shot with Stacy.
Stacy's a lucky lady. Mom with the twins. Your turn.
Starting a true crime podcast in my Grand Highlander while the kids are at day camp.
Oh, I know the one. It's juicy. Man with the ball. And you?
Dropping my BZ to the park to play kickball with friends. Kickball is life.
I want that to be my life, too. Well, those are some great ways to extend summer. See you next time. Jan, on the street.
Event ends August 31st. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
KTAR News now.
It's 12:30. Good afternoon. I'm John Roller. Here's what we're following this hour.
Eyes on Education.
Proposition 212 has been removed from the November ballot, and pro and anti-ESA groups are weighing in on that decision. Jenny Clark with school choice advocacy group Love Your Schools Arizona tells the Mike Broomhead Show the ruling helps protect the ESA program in the state, allowing parents to have a say in how their children learn. The Protect Education Act committee released a statement saying it is furious with the ruling, blaming anti-public education lawmakers for making sure voters never got their say. To read more education solution stories, go to ktar.com/education. President Trump announced a 3-day pause on a new 50% tariff on Canadian imports that were scheduled to start today after he says the U.S. and Canada have come to a tentative agreement. Glenn Williamson, founder and CEO of Canada-Arizona Business Council, is hoping for a resolution. He tells Arizona's Morning News the tariffs would not only raise prices for goods such as agricultural products and lumber, but could also affect national security.
Our two defense industries and our aerospace industries are intertwined at every level. And this kind of thing makes it very complex for creating cost modeling for products as they go forward.
White House says that as part of the proposed deal, Canada would remove rules the administration says unfairly target American dairy and auto products. Arizona Attorney General's office, along with the help of law enforcement, has seized 27 million fentanyl pills.
AZ AG Chris Mays tells the AZ Political Podcast with Jim Sharp she requested more DEA agents to help fight the flow of fentanyl.
We have fewer DEA agents than New York and Florida, and yet in Arizona, in the last 3 years, more than half of all the fentanyl seized in the United States was seized in Arizona. Why shouldn't we have more DEA agents?
She says her office has empowered law enforcement by passing legislation that allows them to shoot down drones sent over the border by the cartels. Kellen Shover, KTAR News.
And you can watch the full episode of the AZ Political Podcast with Jim Sharp on YouTube and subscribe to KTAR News to never miss an episode.
Got a good little crunch and a little sweet and heat.
This year, you're going to be able to find a variety of food selections at State Farm Stadium as you watch the Arizona Cardinals hit the field. Chef Sean Cavanaugh says that includes select rivalry items such as the barbecue brisket burger, only available at the upcoming preseason game against the Dallas Cowboys.
Grilled hamburger with some sliced house smoked brisket, served with some pickles, barbecue sauce, and some candied fried jalapeno on it. We call it jalapeno candy, but it's sweet candied jalapenos and then bread them and fry.
At the club level, fans can find new pizzas, sparkling wines, and even a crispy chicken sushi roll from Popular Valley Eatery Tarvel's. Let's get a check on traffic right now. Right now from the Valley Chevy Dealers Traffic Center, only a couple of spots are slowing. Northbound 51, you're down to 2 lanes from Highland up to Coulter due to construction. Lean to the left to get around that. And also some slowing as you come in from the East Valley. Westbound I-10 starting right at the split. If you are headed northbound on I-17, that slowing will take you to 7th Street. And 43rd Avenue and Lower Buckeye, you've got a crash there as well. Valley weather for this afternoon. We do have a 20% chance of showers. 111 degrees are expected high, and right now it is 103 degrees in downtown Phoenix. We now take you to our KTAR and Arizona Sports Give-A-Thon special benefiting Phoenix Children's. Text GIVE to 620-620. Donate right now, and your gift will be tripled. Text GIVE to 620-620. I'm John Roller on Arizona's news station, KTAR News.
We need you to be a champion of hope for Phoenix Children's. Call the phone bank at 602-933-4567. This is the KTAR and Arizona Sports Give-A-Thon, presented by your Valley Hyundai dealers and Y-Refi.
It's a Give-A-Thon week special benefiting Phoenix Children's. I'm Joe Huizinga. He is Mike Broomhead. Call right now. The Train phone bank is open for you. 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567, or text GIVE to 620-620. That's GIVE to 620-620. Become a champion of hope. You're $20 a month. Not only does a bear go up to a patient at Phoenix Children's in your name, but you also receive your choice of a Better Buzz coffee gift card or an Cobblestone Auto Spa Car Wash gift card. Mike, it's a great week. It's Give-A-Thon week. We're doing it right here at KTAR up through Friday. I know there is no better week at KTAR. You come away with just this amazing feeling that, we did something great for kids.
I think that we have probably the most benevolent community in the country. Every time we come with a great cause, the listeners and the viewers really step up to the plate. But we give them an opportunity to partner with a place that does such phenomenal work. And that, I think, is the key to this. The people at Phoenix Children's, from the leadership down to the people that are cleaning the rooms and the floors, are all dedicated to making sure that these children get the best care possible and the families get the best treatment that they can. So when you partner with them, you know your money is going to a worthwhile cause in a place that really does appreciate it. And that's what I love about this. It is a perfect marriage in our community.
Call 602-933-4567. That's 602-933-4567, or text GIVE to 620-620. Right now, we're going to hear a check presentation from the great folks at Barrio Queen.
Hi, my name is Magali. I'm from Barrio Queen. We are excited to be part of this year's Give-A-Thon. We have been proud partner of Phoenix Children's for 10 years already. And therefore, this year, we are honored to be able to present this check in the amount of $5,000. On behalf of Barrio Queen, thank you, Phoenix Children's, for providing hope for kids and families when it matters the most. Every moment, big or small, makes a difference. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the great folks at Barrio Queen. And right now, it's time for a Mattamy Homes story of hope. Here's Jackie's story.
My name is Danielle. We are from Buckeye, Arizona. Our daughter's name is Jackie. She was diagnosed with sickle cell anemia. We're just blown away to know this sweet little baby that we brought into the world now has this really, really hard disease.
Took a walk and I saw the lane.
Everyone's born with what's called fetal hemoglobin. Patients with sickle cell, that dies off after 9 months. That's when she had her first pain crisis. When she has a pain crisis, she has to take Tylenol, ibuprofen, and then she has to take a narcotic around the clock for the pain. And so even at 9 months, she had to take a small dosage just to ease the pain. The scariest time recently, she passed out, and when they tried to get her to come to, she couldn't speak.
The key to life is enjoying the journey when you don't know the end.
So we got to Phoenix Children and she was on stroke protocol. Seizures can also be high among patients with sickle cell. Because of the lack of blood flow, that can happen. Patients with sickle cell experience pain crisis, and they can have it anywhere in their body. Being 9, she's now at that age where she's starting to see that I can't run as fast as the other kids in gym. I can't do what the other kids do.
I took a look and I saw the light.
Unfortunately, this disease does not get better. Her symptoms can get worse. Kidney issues, liver issues, and so you are holding your breath. Luckily, we have a strong faith, and so we put a lot of our hope in God and that He's going to cover and protect her. My dream is that she can live a life without pain. My dream is that she can live a life without having to have hospital visits. You know, that she doesn't feel isolated. My dream is that she doesn't have this.
So let's stay out here for a while.
The lifespan for someone with sickle cell 30 years ago was 40 years old, and now it's gone up to 60. You take it one day at a time. count every day as a blessing. And the little things that you go through as a parent, right? Socks are everywhere. They spilled, they made a mess. You count it as joy because there are kids who lose the battle to sickle cell young. So I'm counting every day as a blessing.
So they stay out here for a while, my friend.
I believe people should donate to Phoenix Children's because when we think about kids, that is the best time of life. We all want to go back to that childhood. So for someone to donate money to aid in their care, Jackie, someone with sickle cell, stays happy and joyful. So someone that has this extra money to donate, why would you not? Why would you not give a kid an opportunity to have joy?
Well, Mike, you heard right there Jackie's mom, Danielle, talking about Jackie and her sickle cell anemia. I'm going to meet them on Friday at the hospital. I'm going to get a chance to talk with them. And some of what mom says is just heartbreaking. Sickle cell anemia, it doesn't get better. It's so painful. But the people at Phoenix Children's make Jackie's stays there so much better. She says that she loves having the chance to play video games and be with the Child Life team. And her family describes Jackie as joy personified, someone who has such a tough battle to fight every single day. And you see these kids, and they deal with things you and I would never imagine, and yet they're smiling.
Yeah.
And they take on life with just so much strength and dignity that I know that I wouldn't have that in me to face these challenges that way.
Yeah, that's the amazing part of this is seeing these families and the children with, in many cases, with tubes and wires and still smiling and playing like
Getting
children
poked
do.
and prodded all the time.
And it's just an incredible strength. I think that's the inspiration part of it is you walk in feeling somber, but you walk out thinking, I've never seen strength like we've seen in these families. And they're just an encouragement to so many people. It's just an incredible place.
Well, let's have a match right now. That music means it is the best time to call. Do it for Jackie. Do it for her mom, Danielle, who you just heard in that Mattamy Homes story of hope. Jackie fighting sickle cell anemia, 9 years old. This is a bumper-to-bumper match, $5,000. It's going to be going all the way through the break. So if you can call right now is your best chance to call. 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567, or text GIVE to 620-620. That's GIVE to 620-620. And you can do it for Jackie, joy personified. And just, hearing her mom talk about just how tough this is, just... it truly breaks my heart. I told myself I get choked up every time I hear a story of hope, and I hear a child who's faced something unimaginably difficult, and I want to speak with strength on behalf of these kids. They count on us to do that. But you hear their stories, and they are truly the incredible ones.
Yeah, so many parents watching their child endure such hardship and such sickness, and sometimes that helpless feeling. But to a person, when we ask them about their experience, it's when they light up. And when the parents start to get emotional, it's when they talk about the great care they're getting, not just their child, but the entire family being cared for, and the attention to detail so the families can be as comfortable as they can be while enduring such a hard time. And it's such a fantastic place, and everybody there is pulling in the same direction for these families.
Text GIVE to 620-620. That's GIVE to 620-620, or call right now. Again, this music means we're in the middle of a match. 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567. Luke Lipinski from Arizona Sports is going to be joining us in just a few moments, along with Dr. Carla Allen, who is the Division Chief of Psychology with Phoenix Children's. You heard that sound right there, Mike. What does that sound mean?
Train Teddy Bear. Oh, it's the Teddy Bear Express.
It's the train phone bank now.
It's a train phone bank now. The Teddy Bear Express, and it literally is a red wagon full of teddy bears that we pull through the hospital, and these volunteers are giving these children these teddy bears, and the parents are receiving a card from you when you become a champion of hope. And that Teddy Bear Express is really a source of so much comfort and joy, and it's so much fun to be a part of it, and it only happens when people become a champion of hope. Be a part of the Teddy Bear Express.
Well, the match runs right through the break, $5,000 match from bumper to bumper. Thank you so much to them. 602-933-4567. Thank you so much to Mike Broomhead. I am Joe Huizinga, and this is a Give-A-Thon Week special benefiting Phoenix Children's.
It's time for A Little Laugh Brought to you by Sonic.
What's a robot's favorite snack? What? Computer chips.
Keep listening for more little laughs during the Give-A-Thon. Brought to you by Sonic. Live free. Eat Sonic.
Nobody wants to think about their toilet until they have to. A weak flush, water that runs on its own, or low water levels in your bowl, your toilet is telling you something. Ignore it long enough, and it becomes a costly repair. Parker & Sons offers a toilet tune-up for just $89. A full inspection that catches small issues before they turn into big ones. And if anything needs fixing while we're there, the $89 fee is waived. Call or text 602-2REPAIR and get your toilet tune-up scheduled with Parker & Sons today.
Hi, folks. Jody Jackson here. My friends at Y-Refi are humbled to be this year's co-presenting sponsor of the Phoenix Children's Hospital Give-A-Thon. And at Y-Refi, they understand college didn't turn out how a lot of us hoped. The degree? Check. But the debt and detours, not what anyone planned. That's why Y-Refi helps struggling borrowers refinance private student loans with a plan that actually works. Visit YRefi.com today. That's YREFY.com. Y-Refi is not available in all states.
Hey, it's Mike Broomhead. Let's be honest, the Arizona summers are brutal, but local crime numbers can be even scarier, especially when it comes to protecting your home. If you think that doorbell camera or expensive alarm system is going to keep burglars out, think again. Professional thieves use Wi-Fi jammers, glass cutters to get in and out long before the police are notified. But you know what Wi-Fi jammers and glass cutters can't do? They can't get through Bulldog security screens. Just ask me. I went to Bulldog Security Screens factory in Tucson, where I attacked those screens with everything from a bowling ball to a sledgehammer, and the only thing I broke was a sweat and a baseball bat. Oh, and there's another added benefit. These screens block the scorching UV rays out of your house, and they look terrific because they look and act just like shade screens. You want real protection for your home? Get Bulldog Security Screens for your windows, patio doors, and entry doors. BulldogSecurityScreens.com. That's BulldogSecurityScreens.com. Bulldog Security Screens. They're tough.
With an Arizona Cardinals debit card from Desert Financial, you don't just show up on game day. You show out. Choose from 3 exclusive Cardinals card designs to unlock member perks, like exclusive ticket pricing, an express stadium entrance, and savings on food, drinks, and team shop merch. It's your card, your team, and now, your game day experience upgraded. Visit desertfinancial.com/Cardinals to score yours.
It's summer's last hurrah. Bunker to Bunker's last two-person scramble event of the summer is on Saturday, August 22nd at the Junior National Golf Club in Goodyear. Come celebrate with a fantastic day of breakfast, golf, and big raffle and prizes, all for just $100. There's even a free coupon for a second round of golf, with proceeds benefiting the Junior National Foundation, changing the lives of youth through the game of golf. Open to the public, but space is limited, so register today at bunkergolf.com.
Call the phone bank at 602-933-4567. This is the KTAR and Arizona Sports Give-A-Thon, presented by your Valley Hyundai dealers and Y-Refi.
It is Give-A-Thon week. It's the Give-A-Thon week special benefiting Phoenix Children's. I am Joe Huizenga, joined by Luke Lipinski right now. And we invite you to call the Train Phone Bank, 602-933-4567. Become a champion of hope. Here's just how simple it is. $20 a month. That's all it is. $20 a month. That's a few coffees. That's a dinner out right now each month. $20 a month. Not only does a beautiful, soft, cuddly teddy bear in your name go to a patient at Phoenix Children's, but you also receive either a Cobblestone Auto Spa gift card or a Better Buzz Coffee gift card as well for your $20 a month donation to become a champion of hope. And Give-A-Thon week benefiting Phoenix Children's. Luke, what does this week mean to you? I was just telling our next guest, Dr. Carla Allen, just how special it is to us and just what an amazing feeling we come away with at the end of this week. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just hit it right there. It's such an emotional week, and everybody in this building rallies around it. You know, you hear some of these stories, and they're gut-wrenching in some ways, but they also provide a lot of real hope. And I'm always impressed by the families' ability and willingness to talk about what they have gone through and what brought them to Phoenix Children's. I have yet to talk to any family member that had anything but great things to say about Phoenix Children's, which is crazy because they obviously don't want to be there in the first place. but the resiliency of the children specifically, but also the family members, the brothers and sisters, the parents, it's inspiring every year.
Just before you walked in here, we played a Mattamy Homes story of hope, Jackie's story. I'm going to get to talk with Jackie and her mom on Friday at the hospital, and you hear a story of this 9-year-old little girl who has sickle cell anemia, and they talk about how the lifespan of someone with sickle cell anemia has grown 20 years in the last few decades. And Jackie is what her mom described as joy personified. Gets to go to the hospital and play video games, and just you hear how much pain that she's in every time she goes to the hospital, and yet there's so much hope and joy in her voice, and that inspires all of those around her to see her fight this battle against such an awful illness. It truly is inspiring, and it's a tremendous week to be able to benefit Phoenix Children's and have Give-A-Thon week here at Arizona Sports and KTAR as well. I did just mention Dr. Carla Allen. You are the Division Chief of Psychology, and that is just such a monumentally important job with Phoenix Children's. And I see this bright, vibrant smile on your face right now. So talk with us about what you do, supporting children's mental health when they need it most, and the mental health challenges. We talk so much about the physical ailments that some kids go through. What about the mental challenges that you encounter with Phoenix Children's, and how does Phoenix Children's help young people and their families navigate anything from anxiety to depression and some of the mental aspects that they have to take on as well?
We are there to be their partners in their journey. So, kids like Jackie, like you talked about with sickle cell, we help them learn how to cope with their pain episodes. We help them to get back to the places where the real living is done, which is at school, with friends, at home with family. And we help support really their whole family in rallying behind them and leading healthy, meaningful lives in spite of the challenges that are right in front of them.
Dr. Carla Allen joins us right now. She's the Division Chief of Psychology, and I'm sure you talk with parents every single day. When you talk with parents at Phoenix Children's and you hear about the struggles that they're dealing with, that their kids might be dealing with, and a parent says, hey, I just don't know if I should bring my child into Phoenix Children's, what do you tell the parents in terms of when is that right time to bring a child in if you see them struggling with anxiety, depression,
I say,
tough thoughts?
Parents they know their children better than anybody. And even though I'm an expert in mental health, as is our whole team, parents know their kids and they know their history. And so, what I say is that there's never a harm in having a discussion around where people are and where kids are. In fact, I think having that discussion is really important, including even as parents saying, sometimes I have a hard day. It's opening up those conversations, being honest and willing to be vulnerable, that then opens up the door really for kids to tell us themselves when they're struggling. So I would say if you've noticed a change in how your child is functioning out in the world and how they're showing up as themselves, that's an important indicator to have a discussion with your child's pediatrician, who's really known and watched them grow through many things too. They're an excellent partner in that process.
We've all gotten the chance to give out teddy bears over the last few weeks, and we get to do it every year. It's one of the greatest. It's one of the greatest, honestly, experiences of the entire year. And one of the things, one of the parents this time said, I'm always blown away by how open the parents are with this stuff and how thankful they are. But one of them said, you get this teddy bear. They didn't expect us to show up at their room. But it was symbolic to them in a really tough time, obviously, of hope, of just strangers, that people they've never met and they probably never will meet, reaching out to make those donations, what the bear itself symbolizes. But, specifically hope and how much we focus on hope this week.
With the Champions of Hope, too.
Yes, absolutely. And the Hope Fund, how much does that just the idea of hope play into the job you do?
Is core to what we do, right? Hope is in the neighborhood of faith almost. It's a belief that something's going to get better, even when you don't know for sure that it is. And that is the glue that brings us together in support of kids and families, and really watching how hopeful kids are, even when they're really going through it. It's truly inspirational. It's like you mentioned, it's an honor of a lifetime to work in a place like that in service of children and families. I'm tremendously grateful every day.
Well, you speak so eloquently about hope, and right now is a great time to call 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567, or text GIVE to 620-620 as well. Dr. Carla Allen, Division Chief of Psychology, thank you so much. Generously coming down here to KTAR, spending your time with us, and we are incredibly hopeful that people will donate and give generously to benefit Phoenix Children's during Give-A-Thon week right here on KTAR News and Arizona Sports. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
This music that you hear means that we are in the middle of a match. Los Altos Ranch Market matching up to $10,000 through the break right now. Call 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567, or Luke, what's that number for them to text?
You can text GIVE to 620-620. I know a lot of people are maybe in a position where you can't call right now because you're at work or whatever. It's just easier to text. Well, we got you covered there. Text GIVE to 620-620 right now.
And Luke mentioned just a moment ago those teddy bears and just how inviting the parents are. That sound right there means the Teddy Bear Express is taking your teddy bears when you become a champion of hope at 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567, and one of those bears could be in your name, could go to a patient at Phoenix Children's, the Teddy Bear Express right there. Coming up in just a few moments, Dave Burns from Arizona Sports going to join us as well. It's Give-A-Thon week right here on KTAR News and Arizona Sports, benefiting Phoenix Children's Hospital. Luke Lipinski, Joe Huizenga, Give-A-Thon week, benefiting Phoenix Children's Hospital. Thank you so much.
It's time for A Little Laugh, brought to you by Sonic.
Why did the drum go to bed? Why? Because it was beat.
Keep listening for more little laughs during the Give-A-Thon, brought to you by Sonic. Live free. Eat Sonic.
Every decision matters. One pitch can change the game. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And like a good manager, building a strong financial plan takes strategy and the right team.
Torey Lavello here. Jeff's right. In baseball, you can't just watch one part of the field. You have to see the whole game.
And that's how we think about financial planning. Most advisors just manage investments and refer you somewhere else for taxes or estate planning.
But the best teams work together.
Exactly. At Trajan Wealth, we built a family office model that brings everything together. Wealth, tax, estate. One team making sure every part of your plan plays well together.
That's why I trust Trajan Wealth. With my family's plan, they see the whole field.
Call Trajan today. 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
At Train, tough comes standard. But real strength isn't just muscle. It's knowing when to flex. HVAC units tough enough for the extremes, but smart enough to know what's next. We engineer for chaos, so your home always stays comfortable. Train, built strong, engineered smart. It's hard to stop a train.
Train is a proud sponsor of the Phoenix Children's Hospital and Champions of Hope, helping provide funding for the hospital's care, life-saving research, and families in need.
It's time for A Little Laugh, brought to you by Sonic.
Why does the alligator want to be a detective? Because it's an investigator.
Keep listening for more little laughs during the Give-A-Thon, brought to you by Sonic. Live free. Eat Sonic.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal too, right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid.
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Tucson, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid. See your Valley Hyundai dealer. Offers end September 8th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Outspoken with Bruce and Gatos.
I'd like to take attendance on the program.
Take and roll.
Becky Lynn.
Here.
First Lady of Outspoken, Miss Julia.
Here.
Bruce St. James.
Present.
Enrique, our traffic guy.
I'm here.
Here.
Okay.
Cattell. Cattell Marte. Bueller. This is the greatest attendance since Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
There you go.
Outspoken, weekday afternoons 2 till 6. Watch Outspoken on the KTAR YouTube channel and listen on 92.3, KTAR.com, and the KTAR News app.
KTAR FM, Glendale, Phoenix.
Hey guys, Dave Ramsey here. Have you opened your electric bill yet this summer? In Phoenix, electric bills can hit hard. And if your home has old windows and doors, it probably seems like you're paying enough to cool the entire neighborhood. That's why I recommend my friends at Window World. You see, replacing old windows is one of those smart upgrades that can actually help lower your power bill while making your home more comfortable during these brutal Arizona summers. And here's what I like about Window World. They keep it simple. No high-pressure sales tactics or confusing special discount. Just beautiful, energy-efficient windows, patio doors, and entry doors at a guaranteed low upfront price. And they come with a true lifetime warranty. Get started today at windowworldphoenix.com. That's windowworldphoenix.com. Window World, simply the best for definitely less.
KTAR News now.
It's 1 o'clock. I'm Kellen Shover. Tucson police are looking for suspects after a shooting left a Tucson PD recruit and his fiancée wounded. The recruit left the recruit dead, I should say. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos talks about the scene Tucson police are investigating.
Deputies responded to the call and found a young 23-year-old man inside deceased and his wife, also 23 years old, with a gunshot wound.
He says the woman was taken to the hospital and is in stable condition. The Pima County Sheriff's Office says detectives are searching for a gray SUV believed to be connected with the shooting and ask anyone with information to call 911. Go to KTAR.com to review pictures of the car in question. And President Trump says he's putting a pause on implementing new 50% tariffs on Canadian imports after he announced the two countries have come to a tentative trade agreement. The White House says that as part of the proposed deal, Canada would remove rules the administration says unfairly targets American dairy and auto exports. And let's get a quick look at Wall Street as markets closed for today. The Dow Jones was up 120 points, the Nasdaq was up 41 points, and the S&P 500 was up 17 points. For more money news, visit the Business Center at KTAR.com. And let's get a look at traffic from the Valley Chevy Dealers Traffic Center. Goodyear, we've got a crash on Lower Buckeye Road and Cotton Lane. And Phoenix, we've got a crash on the I-17 northbound. This is off right near Union Hills Drive. Traffic is brought to you by Aquazona Connecticut. Get the Connecticut K5 drinking water station for up to 20% off when you mention Gatos. Visit aquazona.com. Aquazona, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. KTAR weather for the Valley. We have an extreme heat warning that's in effect till Friday at 8 p.m. Today we have a high of 111 degrees and a low of 91 degrees, and it's 104 degrees in Levine. Weather's brought to you by 72 Sold. Forget the traditional way. Sell your home in 3 days and pocket thousands more at 72sold.com. We now take you to our KTAR and Arizona Sports Give-A-Thon special benefiting Phoenix Children's. Text GIVE to 620-620. Donate right now. Text GIVE to 620-620. I'm Kellen Shover on Arizona's news station, KTAR News.
This is the KTAR and Arizona Sports Give-A-Thon.
Benefiting Phoenix Children's. Presented by your Valley Hyundai dealers and Y Refi.
What's a Champion of Hope? A Champion of Hope donates a minimum of $20 a month to help the kids at Phoenix Children's.
Become a Champion of Hope. Call 602-933-4567 to become a Champion of Hope.
I am Joe Huizenga, joined by Luke Lipinski from the Wolf and Luke Show on Arizona Sports, and Dave Burns, host of Burns and Gambo on Arizona Sports as well. And it's really great when the kids do all the work for you and they say, hey, here's how you become a Champion of Hope. You donate $20. You call 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567, or you text GIVE to 620-620. It saves me from having to do all the stuff and screw it up when you get the little 4 and 5-year-olds who do it for you.
The 4 and 5-year-olds do it better than you do.
Yeah,
I'm
more likely to listen to them than you, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that they're better off behind a microphone than you are, Joe. So
this week is all about the 4 and 5-year-olds. They are so much more talented. They get it right the first take. Me, it takes at least 3 or 4.
I love the kid, I forgive me for not knowing his name, but the one on one of the things that we're playing says, I want a bear. Yeah. Give me a bear. That kid's awesome, right? Like, yeah, give that kid a bear. Absolutely. Become a Champion of Hope. Text GIVE to 620-620 because that kid needs a bear. Make sure he's got one, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, he's not messing around. He wants the bear. 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567. Become a Champion of Hope right now and get that kid a bear.
Let's get a quick check presentation right now from Sam's Club.
Hi, my name is Jeremy, and I'm the club manager at Sam's Club in Bullhead City.
We are excited to be part of this year's Give-A-Thon. For the past 20 years, Sam's Club has been a proud local partner in the Bullhead City community, and we're honored to support Phoenix Children's and the incredible work they do for kids and families. Today is truly an honor to present this check in the amount of $10,000. This donation represents the generosity of our members, associates, and community who continue to support such an incredible cause. On behalf of everyone at Sam's Club, thank you, Phoenix Children's, for providing hope, healing, and world-class care to children and their families when they need it most.
Thank you so much to Sam's Club right there. That is awesome. And Bernsey, you just mentioned, get that kid a bear. We've all been up at the hospital. We've seen the children who are there for procedures or maybe there with a sister or brother. And to me, there's two types of kids in the hospital. You get the type who's like, I want a bear. And they're running for that bear and they want to squeeze that bear. And then sometimes you get this shy, very reserved child where you put that bear in their arms and all of a sudden you bring that smile out on their face and you just see them light up like a Christmas tree a lot of times. Whatever the child is at Phoenix Children's, it's a great experience, but it's awesome to see all the different reactions from the kids.
I've also found that the reaction from the parents or the grandparents, whoever's in the room with the child, is sometimes just as good, if not better, because they're stressed. They haven't slept. They've got 1,000 questions going through their heads about what's going on with our child and how is this going to work and how are we going to pay for it and et cetera, et cetera. And just in that moment, that little 5-minute window where you're in there and you say, hey, somebody from Gilbert called up and became a champion of hope, $20 a month, but, we'll set those details aside. They wanted you to have this bear, right? And not only for the child in the bed, but for mom and dad, the brief respite they get from the stresses of having a child at Phoenix Children's Hospital, to see their face light up, that somebody was willing to think about them or do something or be so generous with them that their child got a bear out of it. It's the best. We had a great visit delivering bears a few weeks ago. I look forward to it every year. It's hard to see it sometimes, but it's wonderful joy to experience it when you see that smile on everybody's faces.
Call right now, 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567, or text GIVE to 620-620. Become a champion of hope, and not only does that bear that we've talked so much about go up to a patient at Phoenix Children's in your name, but you also get either a Better Buzz Coffee gift card or the Cobblestone Auto Spa Car Wash gift card as well. And Luke, you hit the nail on the head a few moments ago as well. You said the parents, it shocks you every time, and it's almost become old hat. How when we go up to the hospital, we've never met these parents before, and just how inviting they are to let us into their lives for a few moments as well.
Yeah, this is the first year I've gone to the NICU, so everybody I talked to was a parent. I mean, some of the kids were only like 7 days old.
Little tiny babies.
And I want to make sure I get the names right. One of them was Max, 2.5 weeks old, had 2 sisters home in Tucson, because again, this isn't just a Phoenix thing with Phoenix Children's. It's all over the place. And Max's mom, I thought, put it really well. We asked her about what Phoenix Children's means to her, like how she could sum it up. And she said it's the quality of care, but also the humanity. Like, combine those two things together. This injection of humanity when things just are so not normal in your life and you're under such stress, like you were saying, Bernsey, and just everything is so serious and tough and you could feel negative, but the people at Phoenix Children's, just their humanity helps too, in a way you can't really measure. It's like an intangible you can't measure. And we talked to Eleanor. Eleanor was 9 days old, and Eleanor's mom was from Alabama. She was here to adopt Eleanor, and Eleanor has 2 sisters back home in Alabama. They're waiting to see their little sister, but everybody's kind of on hold until this all gets worked out. It's the effect on the family is almost as eye-opening as how the children are inspiring.
I have yet to meet a person who likes a hospital or who likes going to a hospital. Most people will say, yeah, I don't really like, well, of course, nobody really likes hospitals. It is the most unhospital-like hospital you've ever been in your life. To Luke's point about the work they do to make you feel like you are at a hospital, but the humanity of the people who work there, you can feel it walking through the halls. You can feel it. We're walking through with the Teddy Bear Express, and it's filled, and the nurses are smiling at you, and the doctors are smiling at you. The people who clean the rooms are smiling at you, right? They do everything they can to create an environment that is the most unhospital-like hospital environment you're going to be in. It is amazing the work that they put in to create that kind of environment.
And their attitude as they do it.
Oh, no question.
602-933-4567. 602-933-4567. To me, it's the most uplifting, it's the most hopeful hospital in America, no doubt about it. Phoenix Children's. It's time for a Mattamy Homes story of hope right now. Here's Gracie's story.
Hi, my name is Gracie.
My name is Blessing, and I am Gracie's mom. We are from Maricopa.
And my name is Colin, and I am Gracie's dad. And we come to Phoenix Children's because she has had a heart transplant and a stroke.
They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith.
I was at my OB. He gave me the diagnosis, hypoplastic left heart syndrome.
To find out that there's a very significant congenital heart defect hit like a ton of bricks.
He connected us immediately with Phoenix Children's so that we can come up with a medical plan for her after birth. Gracie was induced. She didn't look the same as my other two children. She was very blue, and she was only circulating deoxygenated blood. We went to surgery 7 days after Gracie was born.
The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so wild will be ordinary.
She went home on a large amount of medications. The next morning, I looked at my husband. I said, something's not right. I just had a feeling we need to go to the hospital. While the doc was in talking, her heart rate just shot up to 220, and she just stopped breathing. He scooped her up out of my hand, and he looked at me and he goes, we're taking her up right now.
Oh, my life, how do ya? Breathe and take my breath away.
The team came to us and was like, her best option right now would be transplant.
We were told that they found a donor.
We got the call, and it was very emotional. She got her heart. It was such a weird experience because she had been blue, and she came back, and she was red, and she was beautiful baby color. Beautiful baby color. And then she was prepping to get ready for kindergarten, and out of nowhere, she had a stroke.
The neurologist, he shows us the images, and there was just a massive spot that was obviously not active. She lost control of her right leg, lost control of her right arm, has some partial paralysis in her vocal cords. As time progressed, it's kind of surprising to think Gracie's gonna be turning 12.
We're living a miracle. Gracie's our miracle, and we are forever grateful and blessed to have her. For a long time, PCH was our home. It's a place where our miracle happened.
PCH helped us keep our daughter alive, and she is thriving today.
You got me kissing the ground, sanctuary. Shining me with your touch. Oh Lord, return me to God.
PCH saves lives. Donate. Save someone's life.
Thank you, Phoenix Children's.
Ooh, heavy stuff right there. You hear Gracie's mom and dad talking. A heart transplant, a congenital heart defect for little Gracie. As if that's not enough. Then years later, a stroke for Gracie. And you hear her mom and dad at the end say, Phoenix Children's saves lives. That's what they do.
That's what they do.
In the most uplifting, hopeful fashion, they save lives.
I can't even imagine knowing that before your child's even born, right? Like you're going to have to come here. You're going to have to be here. We're already planning on that. And I certainly can't imagine thinking that you're out of the woods because you've had the heart transplant for Gracie and then the stroke. And you're probably just thinking, I mean, God, what now, right? Like what's next? And then to hear them say, it's hard to believe, but she's going to be 12, you know? Yeah. And that's the miracle, right? That's the part of it you celebrate that, yeah, those were some incredibly hard times for anybody to deal with. And now she's 12.
Yeah.
You know? Now she's 12.
Yeah.
It's great.
Let's hope and let's help Phoenix Children save some lives right now. That music means that we are matching right now. Sam's Club, up to $5,000. This is going to go through the break. Text GIVE to 620-620. That's GIVE to 620-620. Or call right now, 602-933-4567. Become that champion of hope. $20 a month. A bear will go in your name up to a sick patient. You hear the Teddy Bear Express right there. You'll get a Cobblestone Auto Spa Car Wash gift card or a Better Buzz Coffee Shop gift card as well. 602-933-4567. Thank you so much to Sam's Club, who will be matching again all the way through the break right now, $5,000. Best time to call right now. The little stories like Gracie's, just so tough right there. Now, Burnsy, you and I are going to come back, and in just a few moments, we are going to talk to a very special person at Phoenix Children's, their Director of Operations for Pediatrics, and we are going to learn about what she does and some of the amazing kids who she gets to work with each and every day. For Dave Burns and Joe, and I'm Joe.
You're Joe.
Can we get one of those kids again to say all the names? They do it so much better than me. Exactly.
Can we just get a bear to talk?
Just get the 4-year-old in here to do it for me. For Dave Burns and Luke Lipinski, I am Joe Huizinga. This is the Give-A-Thon Week special benefiting Phoenix Children's.
It's time for A Little Laugh, brought to you by Sonic.
What happens when a snowman throws a tantrum? It has a meltdown.
Keep listening for more little laughs during the Give-A-Thon, brought to you by Sonic. Live free. Eat Sonic.
Right now is a great time to start making smarter money decisions. Dave Ramsey here. Give the outside of your home some greatly needed curb appeal with Rhino Shield permanent ceramic coating. Painting your home with traditional paint means you'll have to repaint every 4 to 5 years, costing you more and more money. But with Rhino Shield permanent ceramic coating, you won't have to touch the exterior again for years. In fact, Rhino Shield comes with a 25-year warranty. Your home will always look like it's been freshly painted, guaranteed. No chipping, no flaking, no peeling, no kidding. If you're thinking about painting your exterior with traditional paint, please call Rhino Shield first for a free estimate and ask about their ceramic technology and its ability to reduce your cooling costs. Rhino Shield is perfect for the Arizona climate. Tell them Dave Ramsey sent you, then you receive 10% off the regular price. Call 855-487-4466 or visit rhinoshieldaz.com.
Well, howdy, folks. Vince Marotta again. You ever walk into a place and just relax? That's the exact vibe at Earnhardt Lexus right now during their Invitation to Lexus Summer Sales event. My buddy and general manager, Bull Earnhardt, and his crew at Earnhardt Lexus on Camelback are all about creating an amazing purchase experience, ready to help you find the Lexus you'll love. And when you're talking Lexus, that kind of care makes all the difference. Walk through those doors and you'll feel it instantly. A showroom that feels first class, a lineup of gorgeous Lexus vehicles, a team that's attentive to your needs and ready to help, and straight up honesty from hello to the handshake. And that's not new. That's 75 years of the Earnhardt way, earning the Valley's trust since 1951. So if you're shopping for your next ride, start where it just feels amazing. Stop by Earnhardt Lexus and experience amazing. Experience the no Bull Earnhardt difference at 8th Street and Camelback, or shop online at earnhardtlexus.com.
When your joints hurt every day and you've been told you need surgery, it can feel like there's only one option. But remember, once a joint is replaced, there's no going back. Before you schedule surgery, get a second opinion from QC Kinetics. Whether it's bone-on-bone arthritis, a torn meniscus, or years of wear and tear, surgery isn't the only conversation you should have. Talk to QC Kinetics about how they use regenerative treatments to deliver relief to patients like you here in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler. They concentrate tiny healing tools within your body right in the spot that's actually causing the pain. The whole idea is to give you a real shot at holding off on surgery, or in some cases, avoiding it altogether. Don't just accept surgery is your only choice. Call QC Kinetics today for a second opinion. The consultation is totally free. Clinics in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler. 602-837-PAIN. That's 602-837-PAIN. 602-837-PAIN.
Help Arizona kids and families. Text the word GIVE to 620-620 to help.
We need you to help us.
This is KTAR and Arizona Sports Give-A-Thon, benefiting Phoenix Children's. Presented by your Valley Hyundai dealers and Y-Refi.
Welcome into the Give-A-Thon Week special, benefiting Phoenix Children's. I'm Joe Huizinga, joined with Dave Burns. Burnsy, we just wrapped up with Luke Lipinski a few minutes ago, talking about what a hopeful, uplifting week this is. for Phoenix Children's, and what a special week it is for Arizona Sports and KTAR News to be able to give back to such an amazing place in Phoenix Children's.
Born and raised here, lived here my whole life. Phoenix Children's has been a cornerstone organization. You talk about a true pillar of our community. And what I love about this week more than anything is it's such a resource, and it's such an amazing thing to be able to have in our own backyard, and to be able to work to protect that, and to dedicate this week to protecting that and making sure it stays on the cutting edge, that it stays on the front line, that it keeps its humanity with the money that we raise during this week. I think it's quite honestly one of the most important things our radio station does, if not the most important thing our radio
Without
station
a
does,
doubt.
because this matters to our community on a day-to-day basis, and it's nice to be able to dedicate this week to kind of say thanks for something like that.
You can help us keep it going right now and help make it bigger and better than ever. Become a champion of hope right now. Call the Train Phone Bank, 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567, or text GIVE to 620-620 and become a champion of hope. $20 a month. That's all it takes. That's a couple coffees right now. That's a dinner out that you could sacrifice. And not only does a bear in your name go up to a patient in the hospital at Phoenix Children's, but you also receive either a Better Buzz Coffee gift card or a Cobblestone Auto Spa Car Wash gift card by becoming a champion of hope. It's an incredibly rewarding experience. We've talked so much about when we get to hand those bears over to the kids, and you said so eloquently, you said some of the kids up there like, give me that bear.
Yeah, give me the
I
bear.
just want to get that bear.
Give me the bear.
They just can't wait to squeeze that bear.
We literally have people standing by right now that as soon as you call or text to become a champion of hope, they will take a bear to a child upstairs right now. I mean, we're not at the hospital. We will be on Friday, but I can assure you there is a staff waiting there right now that if you call at 602-933-4567, or if you text GIVE to 620-620 and you say you want to be a champion of hope, there is a bear on the way in your name to a kid in that hospital, and you are delivering joy. Forget about the $20 a month that you're donating. That's important. But the joy that you're delivering today when you make that call or when you send in that text, that's the great thing that you can do on this Wednesday afternoon to help us.
Well, someone in the room with Dave and I right now who's going to help us deliver some joy is Tanya Rial Kuchar. She is the Director of Operations for Phoenix Children's Pediatrics. Such an important role at Phoenix Children's, and you get to deal with these little tiny humans each and every single day. But they're not like Dave and I. They're not full-grown adults. When you talk pediatrics, why is pediatrics so important that we have specialized doctors for kids out there, not just like the doctors who we all see?
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for everything that you do for Phoenix Children's. We truly do appreciate it. And that's a great question. Being part of Phoenix Children's primary care is really the staple, the beginning steps into that patient-centered medical home, allowing us to be able to be the first point in assisting in those resources that we can provide with the specialists within the hospital. Being able to close the loop and have that partnership within the community and with the specialists to follow through on our patients' care. And I think it's very important, it's very meaningful, and just building those relationships is so important.
My kids are full-grown adults, but 2 years ago, at almost exactly this time, I became a grandfather for the first time.
Congratulations.
So just from that perspective, what should parents look for when choosing a pediatrician? What are the important check marks? So my kids certainly have one. My granddaughter certainly has one. What are the important check marks to look for in that regard?
So it's very important to ensure that you have a good relationship with the pediatrician, to be able to build that and communicate and be have someone that will also advocate for your child. And so I think it's very important to be able to find someone that shares the same values and that can be there for your child. We do provide a service within our clinics where you can come meet the provider while you're still pregnant and have that meet and greet to see how it feels, if this is the right location, tour the clinic, and get to talk to that provider before you decide on the pediatrician. So all our locations provide that, and it's a really excellent resource to kind of get started in that path.
He is Dave Burns. I am Joe Huizinga. This is a Give-A-Thon Week special benefiting Phoenix Children's. Tanya Rial-Kuchar is our guest right now. She's the Director of Operations for Phoenix Children's Pediatrics. What do you want parents to remember when they walk away from this conversation? And aside from obviously calling 602-933-4567 right now and donating, 602-933-4567, what is critical for parents to remember in terms of pediatrics and finding that pediatrician? What do you want parents to think about?
Phoenix Children's is a staple in the Valley, and just being able to find that that right provider and ensuring that you can ask those questions, build those relationships, have that patient-centered home care, and just build that relationship with that provider, I think, is the most important thing. We're out in the community. We have several different locations throughout the Valley, and we provide those first steps to just overall care that feeds into the hospital and provides that care for patients.
Well, I think that care is so special. And speaking of that care right now, it's time for a match. The great folks at Knight Swift Transportation are going to be matching right now up to $10,000 through the break. And Tanya Rial-Kuchar, thank you so much, the Director of Operations for Phoenix Children's Pediatrics. You talk so much about that care. It is critical in dealing with all the little kids, whether they're healthy or incredibly sick or anywhere in between, Burnsy. Just the level of care that goes into everything that is done at Phoenix Children's is top-notch, second to none.
They pride themselves on it, and they should. It's one of the best children's hospitals in the world. People come from all over the country, all over the world.
Without a doubt, the best in the Southwest.
I mean, and it's a resource that needs to be protected, and that's why, especially now during a match, it is a great time. So call 602-933-4567. 602-933-4567. The match also applies if you text the word GIVE to 620-620 if you prefer to do it that way. Real simple. Text the word GIVE to 620-620. We'll send you a link. You do it that way. Either way, the donation is getting matched. All you need to say is, I want to be a champion of hope, and donate that $20 a month, and you are going to make a difference in somebody's life today.
You do that, and this happens. You get to hop on the Teddy Bear Express, and one of those soft, cuddly, plush teddy bears goes up to a child in the hospital in your name. It could say Bill or Colleen or Janet on it. And every single time that Dave and I and countless others get to hand out bears to those kids in the hospital, we have a card that has the names of the individuals who've become the champions of hope. And we say, hey, this bear is being given to you in this person's name.
Yeah.
And those kids and those parents all get to see that. And just the smile that washes over their face is incredible. It's such a great feeling. Burnsy, thank you so much for spending some time with me this afternoon.
Can't wait to see you Friday at the hospital for sure.
I look forward to it. It truly is my favorite day of the year, every single year. This is the Give-A-Thon Week special benefiting Phoenix Children's. He's Dave Burns. I'm Joe Huizinga. When we come back in just a few moments, I am going to talk with the Integrated Fundraising Manager, Justin Pace. I am Joe Huizinga. It's the Give-A-Thon Week special benefiting Phoenix Children's right here on KTAR and Arizona Sports.
It's time for A Little Laugh, brought to you by Sonic.
What do you call a painter that needs to go to the bathroom? Constipated.
Keep listening for more little laughs during the Give-A-Thon, brought to you by Sonic. Live free. Eat Sonic.
Hey guys, Dave Ramsey here. Do you dream of a kitchen that is more than just a place to cook? A kitchen that's the heart of your home, where cherished memories are made? Well, that dream can be a reality thanks to my friends at Trevec. They're not just remodelers. They can bring your kitchen dreams to life. Picture this. Every morning you step into a kitchen that's a work of art, a masterpiece, a place where your family gathers and where your friends love to visit. Let Trevec help you elevate your home and elevate your life. When it comes to your kitchen, it just makes sense. Remodeling your kitchen can be a smart investment because it can boost the value of your home. So call my friends now at 480-367-1171 or find them online at travek.com. That's TRAVEK.com. Travek, remodeling and roofing. Together, building dreams, one kitchen at a time.
Hey, Arizona, Vince Marotta here, and the Honda Summer Event is still burning bright at Earnhardt Honda in Avondale, and right now is your moment to move on their sizzling deals. Everything you thought you knew about Earnhardt Honda, throw it out the window. You'll feel the difference before you even reach the showroom floor. The savings are that real. Right now, drive home a brand new Honda with rates as low as 0% APR financing for 60 months on select models, or buy now with 0 payments for 90 days. Plus, it's your last chance to win a Moto Compacto during the Ridgeline Rally, a legacy built over 75 years, now refreshed for a new generation of Arizona drivers. Don't let another summer pass you by. The Valley's hottest Honda deals are calling your name right now. Local, trusted, and no bull since 1951. Or check out more amazing offers at EarnhardtHonda.com.
Annual percentage rate is $16.67 per month per 1,000 financed. Available on 2026 Honda Prologue models with approved credit. Dealer reserves the right to buy down interest rate from 0.099%. Finance charges will accrue during payment deferment. Offers in 9/8/26. Moto Compacto entries with test drive. No purchase necessary. Odds of winning depend on number of entrants. See dealer for full qualifications. Promotion valid on new ground stock of Honda Ridgelines until 9/6/26. Drawing to be held 9/7/26.
Hey, this is Jim Sharp along with Stuart Willis, the president of Asset Preservation Wealth and Tax. Stuart, I know a lot of people listening are asking, do I have enough money to retire? So how do you help those people?
Well, Jim, the first thing I tell people is do not guess. We cash flow the retirement plan at Asset Preservation Wealth and Tax using planning software like eMoney to model your income, expenses, taxes, investment withdrawals, inflation, and so forth.
Okay, so this is not just looking at how much they've saved.
Exactly. $1 million can be enough for one family and not enough for another. It depends on their cash flow model. The goal is to see whether your money can support your lifestyle, not just in year one, but 20 or 30 years down the road.
So what should listeners do next?
They should have their retirement cash flow tested before making the retirement decision.
Find out if your retirement plan will live as long as you. Get a free portfolio review by going to AssetPreservationWealth.com. AssetPreservationWealth.com.
Investment advisory services offered through Foundations Investment Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
KTAR News now.
It's 1:30. I'm Kellen Shover.
Eyes on Education.
This was not grassroots, and they deserved to get defeated.
Proposition 212 has been removed from the November ballot, and pro and anti-ESA groups are weighing in on the decision.
Jenny Clark with school choice advocacy group Love Your Schools Arizona tells the Mike Broomhead Show the ruling helps protect the ESA program in the state, allowing parents to have a say in how their children learn.
I think when districts are responding with smaller schools and more niche options, that really is the future, and that's a good thing. We want the public schools to be doing that, and this is where free markets and competition are going to end up improving outcomes for Arizona students.
The Protect Education Act committee released a statement saying it's furious with the ruling, blaming anti-public education lawmakers from making sure, quote, voters never got their say. Shira Tanzer, KTAR News.
To read more education solutions stories, go to ktar.com/education. Many are questioning the widespread implementation of automatic license plate reading flock cameras after instances of police misuse have come to light. Former Department of Homeland Security Undersecretary John Cohen tells Arizona's Morning News.
So if I'm driving down the street in Phoenix and I'm passing a flock camera, the image of my vehicle is captured, uploaded. If I'm wanted for a crime, law enforcement may be notified where I am. That information is immediately available.
Multiple Valley cities either canceled their contracts with Flock or are rethinking the usage of the AI-powered cameras after officers were found to have accessed Flock camera data for inappropriate uses. President Trump met with North Korea's Kim Jong-un 3 times during his first term, including 2 summits. Now he is saying he will do it again. ABC News White House correspondent Karen Travers has the latest.
President Trump said Wednesday he'll meet with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un this year, but he wouldn't say if he's been exchanging letters with him.
But I get along with him, and you know what? The fact that I get along with him, that's a good thing.
North Korea has sent troops to fight alongside the Russians in Ukraine and has supplied Iran with missile technology. The president Sunday announced he was directing Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth to substantially reduce joint U.S.-South Korea military exercises, saying they were, quote, inappropriate and hostile toward North Korea. Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
Another Navy ship is having issues. The USS Benfold, a Navy destroyer, lost power while in the South China Sea. The power failure led to the collapse of the ship's water system, leaving crews without working toilets, potable water, or air conditioning for days. ABC News contributor and former Defense Department official Mick Mulroy says the Benfold is one of many ships like the USS Abraham Lincoln that is being deployed for longer than normal.
A lot of these ships are going past their deployment schedule.
And they set these schedules based on maintenance. So the longer they're out to sea, no matter how good the captain and crew are, they're still going to face significant maintenance over time. That's why they are designed to return to their home port and be refurbished and the maintenance done on them prior to going back out on another mission.
And now for a check on traffic from the Valley Chevy Dealers Traffic Center. Sun City with a crash on Bell Road. This is just west of 99th Avenue. Phoenix, we've got a crash on the I-17 northbound. This is off right near Union Hills Drive, so be aware there. Mesa, we have the US 60 eastbound with a stalled vehicle that's blocking the right lane. This is near Stapley. Traffic is brought to you by your Valley Chevy Dealers. Chevrolet, the heartbeat of America. See your Valley Chevy Dealers today to get great offers going on now. Find your next new vehicle today at AutoNation Chevrolet in Peoria. KTAR weather for the Valley. We have an extreme heat warning that's in effect till Friday at 8 p.m. Today we have a high of 111 degrees and a low of 91 degrees, and it's 104 degrees in Phoenix. Weather's brought to you by 72 Sold. Forget the traditional way. Sell your home in 3 days and pocket thousands more at 72sold.com. We now take you back to our KTAR and Arizona Sports Give-A-Thon special benefiting Phoenix Children's. Text GIVE to 620-620. Donate right now and become a champion of hope. Text GIVE to 620-620. I'm Kellen Shover on Arizona's news station, KTAR News.
We need you to be a champion of hope for Phoenix Children's. Call the phone bank at 602-933-4567. This is the KTAR and Arizona Sports Give-A-Thon, presented by your Valley Hyundai dealers and Wi-Fi.
I am Joe Huizinga, and this is the Give-A-Thon Week special benefiting Phoenix Children's here on KTAR. I've had a number of guests from Arizona Sports in with us as well. Luke Lipinski from the Wolf and Luke Show and Dave Burns from the Burns and Gambo Show. And we just heard from one of the amazing kids right there. And they really make my job so much easier because they say the things that I struggle with at times. The phone number, 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567. And text GIVE to 620-620. Text GIVE to 620-620. And when you do those things, you have the opportunity to become a champion of hope. $20 a month is all it takes. And it's not just a teddy bear that goes in your name up to a patient at Phoenix Children's, but you also get something back as well. You get either a Better Buzz Coffee gift card or a Cobblestone Auto Spa Car Wash gift card as well. And right now joining me is Justin Pace. He's the Integrated Fundraising Manager, and it is Make-A-Will Month right now in August, Justin. And you and I were talking a little bit right before we came back on the air. Why is it such an important reminder for families, Make-A-Will Month? Why is that so important?
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for being here.
And thank you for bringing awareness to this month. It's one of my favorite months. When you think about just campaigns and awareness months, this is really up there for us at Phoenix Children's, because when you think about Make-A-Will Month, everyone needs a plan. And if you look at some national stats, well over 60% of Americans do not have any type of will or trust or documentation in place. And then if you look at the numbers in Arizona, they're astronomically higher, about 20 to 30%, depending on what you're looking at for statistics. So when you pass, ultimately we all do pass in some shape, way, or form. It's a really confusing time for the people that you leave behind, such as your children, your heirs, your loved ones, your friends. So having a plan in place is really important, and we want to bring awareness and also to provide a lot of free resources to our community members that's not only support us, but just in general throughout the state of Arizona, so that way they can plan for the future and protect what really matters to them.
So who is a will for? Is a will for grandma and grandpa? Is a will for a son or daughter? Who's a will for?
A will is really for everyone. So, I mean, I'm 38, about to be 39, going on 57 if you look at it in certain ways. But I really think documentation is really important because you just never know what's going to happen. And it's really a common misconception that if I'm planning my estate and I'm making a will or trust, I really need to have a mansion or I need to have a lot of money, but that is really not the case at all. So if you think about assets that you have, it could be your car, it could be a pet, it could be who do I want to take care of my children after I pass. These are all part of your estate, so making sure that you have a plan in place is really important. So I would say everyone needs a will or even a trust put in place.
Let's talk about a piece that certainly plays into Give-A-Thon Week and what we do for Phoenix Children's, the legacy gift. Justin Pace is my guest right now. He's the Integrated Fundraising Manager with Phoenix Children's. What is a legacy gift, and what does that mean when it comes to Phoenix Children's?
Sure. So a lot of people, not only today, but throughout the week, will be giving to us today, cash in real time. But what we're doing with a legacy gift is you're giving later on, specifically when you pass, or you're creating a gift that would potentially generate life income for you. So what this is this is a gift in place in your will, your trust, or whatever really makes sense for you as the individual. And then you're able to set up something so that way we, as Phoenix Children's or any other nonprofit, will be able to look into the future and be able to plan in a sustainable way. So really, it's really forward thinking. It's giving something when you pass, ultimately.
So I don't want to dig too deep into that, but let's say that I put something like that into my will, into my trust, and that something tragically happened to me. How specific can I get? Can I say, hey, I want this money not just to go to Phoenix Children's for a way Justin wants it to see the money appropriated? I can dictate how that money is doled out?
You sure can dictate, absolutely. So, I mean, you can also leave it to our General Hope Fund, which is our unrestricted funding. That
which
really
has so many different ways that it gives back and helps out.
Absolutely. But a lot of the folks that end up leaving us in their estate plans, they've had some type of patient-family experience, or they're a community member that's been impacted by us in some shape, way, or form. So they will direct the funds to a center of excellence or a program that really is meaningful to them.
When we talk about estate planning, what's step one? How do we get this critical process? How do we get the ball rolling in it?
Step one is raise your hand. Say, I need an estate plan. I do not have one. Where do I begin? Because all you need to do is go to givetopch.org/wills and raise your hand. Send us a message. We're happy to sit down with you and start talking about what your goals are. What do you want to do? How do you want to plan for the future? Because it's not a one-size-fits-all. So raising your hand is the first step in taking that action today. So it's really the first way to go.
Hey, it seems pretty simple. To get that plan, get that ball rolling, you raise your hand and you just say, hey, I'm going to reach out to Phoenix Children's. I want to create a legacy gift. I want to give back. 602-933-4567 is the phone number for you to call. Justin Pace, you are the integrated fundraising manager, and Make a Will Month, no better time to get this process going, to estate plan, to get a will, to get a trust going. Thank you so much for coming down and for spending some time with us this afternoon. We appreciate it.
Great. Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
602-933-4567 or text GIVE to 620-620. And right now, let's hear a check presentation from the great folks at Bumper to Bumper.
Hi, I'm Michael Henry, President and CEO of MBH Marketing, founders of Bumper to Bumper Radio and Bunker to Bunker, the golf show, heard right here on AZ Sports 98.7 and News 92.3 KTAR every Saturday. We are once again proud to be a part of this year's Give-A-Thon and especially proud to bring back our Bumper to Bumper Radio Summer of Love campaign for Phoenix Children's Hospital. We thank our amazing customers for making a donation at all of our registers at our Bumper to Bumper Radio independent shops throughout this summer, and we're excited to present this check in the amount of $10,000. We are extremely grateful to have Phoenix Children's Hospital right here in our own backyard, providing world-class care and hope for our kids and their families when it matters most. From Bumper to Bumper Radio, thanks to all of our customers, and thanks for Phoenix Children's Hospital for all the work they do.
And thank you so much to the great folks at Bumper to Bumper. And let's have a match right now. Night Swift Transportation, matching up to $10,000. And if you don't have a chance to call 602-933-4567 right this second, that's okay. The phone number again, 602-933-4567. Perhaps you can text GIVE to 620-620. That's GIVE to 620-620. And when you do that, you'll get a bounce back text that will have all that information saved right there for you on your phone. And you can give today, and you can think about some of the things Justin and I talked about as well. Maybe you want to plan a legacy gift. Maybe you want to plan for down the road. Part of your estate plan could be giving to Phoenix Children's. Thanks to the great folks at Night Swift Transportation, up to $10,000 will be matched right now through the break when you call 602-933-4567 and become a champion of hope and donate that $20 a month, and you see a wonderful teddy bear go up to a Phoenix Children's patient in your name. You hear the Teddy Bear Express right there. Those soft, plush, gorgeous teddy bears, so many of them. When Becky Lynn and I went just a couple weeks ago, the entire cart of teddy bears, there must have been 20 or 30 bears. First time ever, we gave out every single bear that we had after our hour and a half visit when we came back down Every single bear was given out. It was such an incredible experience. We're going to come back with Bruce and Gatos. Their show's coming up here, Outspoken at 2 o'clock. We're going to come back, talk with them for just a few minutes. I am Joe Huizenga, and this is the Give-A-Thon Week special benefiting Phoenix Children's right here on KTAR.
It's time for A Little Laugh, brought to you by Sonic.
Why don't eggs tell jokes? They crack each other up.
Keep listening for more little laughs during the Give-A-Thon, brought to you by Sonic. Live free, eat Sonic.
Hey, it's Mike Broomhead. Living in Arizona means we get sunshine almost every day of the year. That's the good news. The bad news, your old windows feel it too. So if you turn off your AC and your home heats up faster than a microwave, call my friends at Window World. You see, Window World installs windows and patio doors with solar zone glass. That's just window nerd talk, for it helps keep the warm air outside where it belongs. These windows will even reduce the outside noise, so you don't have to listen to your neighbor's dog barking all night long. And unlike some companies, Window World makes it affordable. Never any confusing sales offers, just a guaranteed low price up front without any of the hassle. But what I love most is they back up all of their work with a true lifetime warranty. They hire military vets and they give back to the community. WindowWorldPhoenix.com. That's WindowWorldPhoenix.com. Window World. Simply the best for definitely less.
Your family's in the pool all summer. Do you know if the electrical system is safe? Most homeowners never think about it, but between summer heat and monsoon moisture, your pool's electric system takes a beating. Parker & Sons offers a pool circuit safety check for just $89. It's a full inspection of everything powering your pool. This is the one service every pool owner needs before the first cannonball of the season. Call or text 602-2REPAIR, and Parker & Sons will make sure your pool is summer ready.
Orthopedic care. At Abrazo Health, we believe these two words are better together. When joint pain postpones a walk with friends or halts a weekend hike, recruit our orthopedic physicians, surgeons, and physical therapists to join your team. From our minimally invasive advanced technology designed to improve patient outcome to our comprehensive rehabilitation program, start your journey to a pain-free life. Find your partner in care at abrazohealth.com/orthopedics.
Hi folks, Jody Jackson here. My friends at Y-Refi are humbled to be this year's co-presenting sponsor of the Phoenix Children's Hospital Give-A-Thon. And at Y-Refi, they understand college didn't turn out how a lot of us hoped. The degree? Check. But the debt and detours, not what anyone planned. That's why Y-Refi helps struggling borrowers refinance private student loans with a plan that actually works. Visit YRefi.com today. That's YREFY.com. Y-Refi is not available in all states.
Hey, it's Mike Broomhead. Tombstone Tactical doing it again. They've got manufacturer sales every weekend through August, Friday through Sunday. Ammo all weekend, too. Giveaway, Henry Hush 30-30 lever action, PWS suppressor, and a loopholed optic. That's $3,300 total. They're giving it away. No purchase necessary. Also, buy, sell, and trade firearms. They also will trade up. It is a great way to save a bunch of money. Located on the southbound frontage road of the I-17 between Peoria and Dunlap, or online, tombstonetactical.com.
Help Arizona kids and families. Text the word GIVE to 620-620 to help.
We need you to help us.
This is KTAR and Arizona Sports Give-A-Thon, benefiting Phoenix Children's. Presented by your Valley Hyundai dealers and Y-Refi.
It's a Give-A-Thon Week special benefiting Phoenix Children's. Have talked to some amazing people today, some incredible guests from Phoenix Children's. Thank you again to Justin Pace, the integrated fundraising manager who was just in here with me. Have had some of our friends from Arizona Sports, Luke Lipinski and Dave Burns from the Wolf and Luke Show, and Burns and Gambo were just in with me. Mike Broomhead in with me to kick off the show as well. And now joining me right now, two guys from Outspoken, their show about to kick off. Gatos, Bruce, thank you so much for stopping in, guys, just before your show. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So this week is just such an incredible week, and I've talked all about Champions of Hope and the importance of calling the Train phone bank, 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567. Guys, what does this week mean to you? Why is this week just really touch your heart? Why is it so important?
You're saving kids. It's really that simple. We've been doing this for a long, long time, and people give and give and give, and Arizona always comes through. And, This is a children's hospital that every day has miracles. Not everybody walks out. I understand that. There are tough days there, but you're given the best chance for your child to overcome whatever they have, whether it's a car accident or in the NICU or you've got cancer as a child. And it's one of those things where, so many Arizonans just give because they want that backup plan. And that backup plan is if our little girl or our little grandbaby or, you've got a small child, if there's something wrong, you can go there and get the best care. And they need money, just like any other hospital. If you want to stay number one really in the world, they need funding. And so that's why we do this once a year. It is for the kids. It's to save children's lives. It's really, that's simple.
You know what I'm struck by is, and I've seen it more than once now, is the look on parents' faces. The sense of shock when they first find out what's going on. Feeling very alone, feeling very vulnerable, wanting to protect their child, obviously, like any parent would. And then having to give up some of that control to Phoenix Children's and having trust in the doctors and the nurses and the staff there. And it really is, it's interesting because, as you guys all know, anybody that drives past it sees all the floors. And the floors themselves have specialties on it. And the people on your floor become your family. Mm-hmm. And it really is interesting, as I've made my way around the hospital, to hear not just kids, but parents and siblings a lot of times up there talk about their friends on the floor, other people going through what they're going through who can understand it, maybe understanding a little bit of the path they're going through and how they support one another. And Phoenix Children's does an amazing job of supporting families in so many different ways, understanding that, listen, medical care is just part of the story. Think about it. We met a family from Yuma. We met another family from Kingman. They're having to relocate to save their child.
No, families from outside the state, from outside the country,
absolutely
end up at Phoenix Children's.
Upends the entire family, and Phoenix Children's, the foundation, really tries to come in and tries to help fill a lot of these gaps too, while the family's focused on saving that kid.
Gatos, you said a key word just a few moments ago. You said miracles. Let's hear another story right now. It's time for a Mattamy Homes story of hope. This is Marcus's story.
Hello, my name is Anthony, and we are from Phoenix.
And my name is Melissa, and this is Marcus's story. Marcus has had a complex journey since birth.
I've been good time drunk, enough to be bad time sober.
Marcus was about a week late, so she went in to be induced. That's when they decided to do the C-section. And that's when we discovered the missing limb.
Marcus was born with his one bone, without a thumb, and disfigured fingers.
We were constantly bringing him to like his pediatrician. That is when they discovered the scoliosis.
The ride was worth the fall. The fall was worth the smile.
His scoliosis was so bad where it was affecting his lungs, so it was hard for him to breathe and it was hard for him to walk.
With scoliosis treatment, you really can't correct it. You can guide it. He started having a lot of lower back pain, and it got to the point where even if he sneezed, he would just burst into tears.
The ride is worth the fall.
I was on my way to work, and my father was caring for Marcus. He called me, and he's like, he just won't stop crying. He had like 104-degree temperature, and we brought him to Phoenix Children's Hospital. And after a series of tests is when they diagnosed him with ALL leukemia.
Just what I should have done and what I could have been, even knowing now what I didn't know then.
And at that point, we just were both lost.
The ride is worth the fall. The fall was worth the smiles.
I think you would not be human if you didn't break down and you're just fearful of death of your son.
He started the chemo and took him home.
He had lumbar punctures once a month and then chemotherapy medication every day.
I think he had a total of 25 lumbar punctures.
The ride is worth the fall.
His spine was curving and twisting, and he was in pain, having trouble breathing.
Surgery was extremely necessary. Dr. White was amazing.
The ride was worth the fall. The fall was worth the smiles.
He always wanted to put the surgery off as far as possible to allow him to grow as much as possible. Because once you get that spine fused, it's not going to grow anymore. I feel like it's finally over, but honestly, I don't think I'll ever stop worrying about him.
I believe our son was a miracle from birth to today. He's doing awesome.
Marcus started his freshman year and joined the marching band as a percussionist.
The ride is worth the fall.
When he was allowed to go back to school, he just skipped. He didn't walk, he skipped. And they called him Skippy. Phoenix Children's Hospital saved
our son's life, and they made him feel like family.
You hear that so much from so many moms and dads. Phoenix Children saved our child's life. You heard it from Marcus's mom and dad right there. Dealt with scoliosis at an incredible young age, and then stricken with leukemia as well. Gosh, just so tragic, so tough. And Marcus comes away from it, and he's skipping through school.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty courageous right there. Let's have a match and honor Marcus and just how tough he is. AZ Kids Experience, up to $10,000. It's going to continue through the break. 602-933-4567, 602-933-4567, or text GIVE to 620-620. And right now, you become a champion of hope, $20 a month. Not only does a bear get delivered to a patient in Phoenix Children's right now, you also get that Better Buzz Coffee gift card or the the Cobblestone Auto Spa car wash gift card as well when you become a champion of hope. All it takes is that $20 a month. And right now, your donation is doubled. No better time to call than right now.
Absolutely. And I mean, just think about that. You have a kid skipping through high school, for lack of better terms, and doing it because of Phoenix Children. And going to go on and going to have an awesome life. You can just tell already with the spirit that Marcus has.
I mean, imagine the parents seeing that.
Yeah.
I mean, you see your kid at, their lowest when they're so ill and in pain, and then,
You're terrified.
Terrified. You go to Phoenix Children's and take some time. They get him going again, and things are good. He's recovered, and he runs off to school, literally running and skipping. And, that's what these miracle stories are made of.
Yeah.
Well, Bruce Gatos, it's almost time for me to get out of here and Outspoken to get started. Let's check the tote board real quick before we do that. Let's see what number I'm going to leave you guys at here on Wednesday and see where you're started at right now. Let's see what that number is right now. $302,208 right now on the tote board.
Not bad.
To get things going for Wednesday here.
Good. Getting warmed up. Very good.
We're marching towards $1 million. We've got a ways to go on Friday when we're going to be at Phoenix Children's from 5 a.m. through 6 p.m. You guys will wrap it up along with Dave Burns and John Gambadoro. So close it out every single year. I know it's such an incredible experience, and it's your last chance right now with me to hop on the Teddy Bear Express and get one of those teddy bears up in Phoenix Children's.